stop identity thieves in their tracks with a free credit freeze. When your credit information is frozen, no one else can get a loan or credit card in your name.
Good morning, everybody. Jesus, man. I'm hoping ES is seeking a bottom right where it's at. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the ES has found its bottom right where it's at. Right where it's at. Come on. Because I'm looking for a long off the prior day close. If it does it. If it rotates. Come on. Shit. Let me look at this ES chart, man. We keep migrating down. Shit. Man, I took some banger trades in gold this morning. Jesus, I'll show them to you here in a minute. I mean, some winners. Winner, chicken dinner, $1,200. Bing, bing. I took one yesterday afternoon too, off the 5-minute red line in gold, and for $800. So I ended yesterday up right at $900. But I'm already up. Well, I took two in gold that got me up $1,200. I took one in the ES and lost like $75. So my balance is $1,125. Then my total's up to $5,593 again. So yeah, that's nice. That is nice. I'll show you the gold trades here in a minute. They were just, I was sping. Spot to spot. I was on fire in gold this morning. I took two trades, one for $800, the other one for $400, and they both were right to specific targets. You'll see the rotations happen right after I got filled. I was really hoping that the ES was going to get us a rejection off those lines. If you look here, we blew through the prior day close overnight open, never tested the top, blew through the prior day's high, migrated around, never actually tested it, just kept going through it, and then ran up here. So I was hoping we were going to test that, and we just rolled right through them. So, I don't know. I really like it when we haven't tested an area before, because especially when it showed signs already. So let's go back to this. Especially when it showed signs already that it was resistance. See here? Bing, bing, bing. 3 times overnight. Got, banging their heads right here before they blew through it. So usually, you get that cross, then the retest. The retest can be freaking hours later, but it just didn't set up for me. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm all right. Gold, come on, gold. Don't we have news in like 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. All right. My gold trades are beautiful, man. All I did was repeat the pattern. Is FOMC today? No, it's not, is it? Let me look. Oh, it's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. FOMC's tomorrow. I get me all fucked up. Don't make me freak out. I needed to make money. I thought I was on the right day because I needed to make money yesterday and today, knowing that tomorrow I'm probably not going to be. I might not even do any live. I don't even like to tempt myself during FOMC. I may not even do a live. Be a good day to not trade. Oh, they have meetings every day so that they can all get free lunch. I'm up $1,125, Orville, myself, on 2 trades in gold. I'm excited. I'm going to show them here in a minute. Just as we get closer to 10 o'clock, I'll just show them because I won't see anything. But I'm looking for a 1-minute gold line right now in gold. So why don't I pull that over? Well, shit, then you'll see my trades. Anyways, I don't want to give them away yet because I want to explain why I took them. What happened? Hello, George. Hello, everybody. Hello to everybody. Everybody just know I'm not ignoring you, but I'm trying to trade and make some money too. You know what I mean? I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to trade and make some money. All right, I'm going to wait for gold to set up again because it screwed the pooch there. So we have news, consumer confidence. Okay. Consumer confidence at 10. The forecast is for confidence to be down compared to the previous time. Who the hell knows why? I mean, shit. Gas is low. I know that. Interest rates are going down. I know that. I mean, why the fuck would confidence go the opposite way? I don't know. Well, if you're 165 from losing the account, you better be trading the MNQ or the MGC, because once you get in, you're just going to blow up with any pullback at all. Good job, Patriot. Well, I don't Patch. Here's the problem to answer your situation. And I'm not looking at the red line in NQ. Absolutely not. Not with that pattern to get there. What was I talking about? Oh, candles and stuff, markers or whatever. Because I have a strategy on, I struggle with even keeping the markers to stay at all. Because the strategy, if it blinks or anything, it disappears, the markers. And the only way I can even get them to show at all is to completely remove my strategy, which is such a pain in the ass. So I like to keep them on without even risking that I'm going to lose them. Because I hate uninstalling my strategy and then reinstalling my strategy after I show the markers. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Usually the moment I uninstall my strategy, a trade setup happens. and me trying to show you my markers cost me, $300-400. All right, good. Right now I'm looking at, I want this to pull back a little more, but we got a 1 minute gold line setting up here in gold. No pun intended. I really would like it to pull back more or consolidate inside this candle. Either one would be fine right now. So we've had this crossover Donchian Channel high to the long side. This one's going to have to hit and go because we got news in a few minutes. I'm gonna throw my order out there for now. I would not recommend this for somebody whose account's about ready to blow up because we are getting ready for news. I could get in it and it goes stale. Well, the ES is acting insane right now. What the hell just happened there? That's the ES just literally had a ridiculous candle for the ES. Those candles are way too ridiculous, Jill. That's ridiculous. When it's acting like that, there's no trade. Plus, we're getting too close to news. I'm going to kill this gold trade here in a second, too, this potential gold trade. Because we're getting too close to the news. Yep, I'm just going to kill it. Unfortunately, it seems like setups always happen right when the news is about to happen because this is a nice setup. It's exactly what you're looking for. Crossover, Donchian Channel. Boom, you broke all these freaking pivots to your left. Right here. Look at that. Look at even these pivots from the downside. You broke all those pivots. I mean, it's a great freaking setup. And there it goes. I mean, look at that. But I can't take it with the freaking news right there. But it was a beautiful setup. God dang it. Of course you're going to work. 48 to 52. It's already up $400. Yeah. There goes gold. I know. Are you in, Jim? I just didn't have the nerve. I didn't want to get stuck. Damn it. It's a beautiful setup. Absolutely gorgeous setup. All those pivots to the left are even broken with this push up, roll back, boom, gone. It's a beautiful setup. F the news, Thomas. Yeah, I'm with you, Thomas. I'm up $1,200, Thomas, so I'm trying not to give it back. I'm trying not to give it back. You understand what I'm saying, Thomas? But that was an extra $400 I could have used right there for sure. That was an absolute ideal setup. I mean, all those pivots to your left. It's, forget the Donchian Channel. Forget this Donchian Channel shit. Just look here. You had all these pivots here got blown away when this thing ran up. And this one got blown away right here. And then you go to the downside. Here's your downside rotation right here. These big ones, and they got broken too. So that pullback was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, that pullback was just absolutely. I mean, you couldn't have written a better story than that. I just chickened out because of that, because of the freaking news, and it's news right now. Consumer sentiment, whatever the hell that it's going to, whatever magic dart number they threw a dart at the board. Oh yeah, there's the number. I mean, the government giving you numbers gives me zero confidence. That was a beautiful setup in gold. Absolutely gorgeous setup in gold. Yeah. Let me see here. What was the rotation on that one? 48 and a half. Jim, you're looking for 10, Jim, right? You need a couple more. You just might get there. I have to look over here, see what I'm seeing over here. Yeah, see, there's nothing in the way over here. Good job, Jim. There you go. There you go. I'm pretty much done for the day too, Garrett. These two setups right here. So I turned my computers on this morning. Good job, Jim. I turned my computers on this morning, and we had this continuation trade right here to the downside. See, I'll just walk you through this, everybody. So gold is down this morning, and it fought its way through the red line, our directional marker, the red line. So, got into a battle, got pushed, and didn't win the battle, rotated up, boom, 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 boom. And then it started stair-stepping its way back down and broke back inside that red line. And look at this. Rolled right back up, created that reach candle, and then wham. Okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, shit. This is me, turning my charts on and seeing this stuff and yada, yada, yada. And this was what, 8:30 in the morning, 8:40, somewhere around there. And I'm like, shit, I missed this rotation here. So then we blew up and crossed this pivot to the upside. Didn't break this one. But we blew through these pivots here. And then came and sat on top of the red line right here. And I took that long. And here's where I got out. Right here. See this? See that? That's where I got out. I picked that top pivot as my target, pretty much knowing that once they get to the last pivot to the left, the way this pattern's going, they're going to rotate back down. Well, that's exactly what they did. They rotated back down, sat on the 1 minute gold line. Boom, I took that long. Went back to the same pivot, and boom, I'm done. I mean, it's just like ping, ping. Knowing where your targets are. Knowing where your targets are. Based on looking to the left. Knowing what's going to happen based on looking to the left. This is what's going to happen. These are my targets. And then boom, that's it. That's it. So those were my gold trades. I mean, it was pretty freaking simple. I mean, I took a gold trade yesterday afternoon after we closed the channel and we got inside the red line. I always talk about I can see long better than I can see short. I've told you guys that a million times. And we had a rotation back on top of the 5 minute red line later on, in the day. And I took that boom, boom for $8, which is $800. And I was up 100. So like I'm up like I was up like right at $900 yesterday. So I mean, a good last 2 days, mostly in gold. The equities have just been kind of, some of them I'm missing trades. Some of them I'm just getting chopped up. I took that ES trade this morning after this beautiful rotation down through the prior day high. Boom, I took that and I got knocked out. I lost like maybe $75 or something like that. I didn't give it much room. I wanted it to either plow its way up or forget. What my fear was, and go back to this, why did I squeeze my stop on this trade? Why did I squeeze my stop on this trade? Well, because see how we blew through here and we were reaching for the prior day close and we did not get there. So my fear was we were going to run up and go to and still go here to clear out that spot, because what I said over here, we hadn't tested it, just like we hadn't tested the top of the prior day high either. So, but I was sure as shit didn't want to sit here and let this thing blow through here and just go all the way like that and be like, damn it, while I was waiting for it to go here. So I let it go through. I moved my stop tight. It blew back through me. I took the approach that if it ran back up, I was going to get back in anyways. And then when it came down here, I was looking for it to then reject from here, and it just didn't. It just kept on going. So that's my talk through of everything I was thinking about this morning before I turned the video on. Yeah, I squeezed it because I didn't. So David, if it had actually cleared the prior day close in the pullback on that ES, I would have been more willing to let it, fight. But since it didn't do that initially, I really didn't want to give it any room, because I still felt in the back of my mind they're going to go back down and hit that line. Well, they did, but then they just kept right on blowing through it, so it didn't matter. I mean, I talk about it multiple times. So I guess I was right. See, consumer sentiment actual was higher than the forecast. I kept saying to myself, there's no way it's down. Anyways, what was I going to say? Shit, I don't remember. Jesus, Bob, what were you going to say? Don't remember what I was going to say. What was I talking about? Man, my head hurts again. What was I talking about? The NQ has usually got a lot of good action. Jim caught a really good trade in the NQ yesterday. Good morning, Stephen. Can't remember what I was going to say. I don't know. I got distracted by this phone call here from somebody who calls me 15 fucking times a day to ask me the same 12 questions. Jim, you can relate to this. I'm going to make a statement, Jim. You ready? So, one of the things I've talked about in this trading stuff is I said, way back in 2022, when I started this YouTube channel, I said, I want to revamp my, ability to trade, get dust off my fingers and get my trading skills back so that I can determine my own time period of when I'm going to retire. So I could use this as supplemental income. But I never expected my progress to be, progress in my trading to be this good. So one of the things that keeps popping in my head, it's like a skeleton in the closet, like Halloween, we're coming up on Halloween, is the fact that, I currently right now I'm working on 10 houses I'm trying to start building. I've got 4 more out in the field right now being built. And the stress and the frustration of just dealing with customers is something that I say to myself, maybe I need to F the retirement thing and be more like just trade, because I don't have to deal with that stuff. So it's just something that's, I don't know. This is a journey. That's what the channel's called. The trading journey of Robert Anderson. So this is a journey for me. So that sometimes the journey has adaptations to the new reality that I live in, whatever that may be. And I'm saying this because I know Jim probably doesn't want to deal with his customers anymore either. And Jim, in your business, I certainly wouldn't want to deal with your customers, because your customers in reality, Jim, are realtors and stuff like that. And no way. I couldn't make a living doing that. I'd be done. I'd certainly be learning how to trade much better. Yeah, it's tough. I know, Jim. I've had your job, man. I had your job, man. In 2003, I have the plaques and stuff in my office over here in my closet. In 2003, I put 495 first-time home buyers into a house. I did. I had like a 65-year-old assistant that used to put my files together. I did that. And it was like, total insanity. 495 in 1 year. Yeah, Orville, no doubt, man. You have the worst customers of all of us. I'm sitting here bitching. I'm sitting here bitching about customers, and you have the worst ones of all of them. Ain't no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt about that, Orville. Orville, I'm praying for you to get out of that game. Trust me. Yeah, I saw that, Jim, but I just wasn't going to take it. This is like attempt number 3 or whatever. I think we're going to pull back, or attempt number 2. I still think we're going to pull back. Good morning, Wayne. Yeah, I don't like those second dips. Now, the one thing positive about that gold was, if there was going to be anything positive, was the reversal speed of this candle. But you can see this is what they want to do, because we've already done this game. They really want to go down there for a while. Plus, you got to remember, we're still swimming upstream. You got to remember, on the long side, guys, we're still swimming upstream. We're way below the prior day low. So there are longer term moving averages above us that are going to keep punching us in the head as we go long. Yes, Wayne, you are my hero. You are my hero, Wayne. Yeah, I'm looking at RTY. Again, I don't see it working, Thomas. We meandered too much, created a pivot on our way, created a pretty solid pivot on our way right here. Came back up, and we may even be breaking this pivot on the way up, which that was a pretty solid pivot back down to the low. Is there going to be a battle at that red line? Absolutely. Is it a tradable event for me right now? Probably not. ES is in a complete, look at this. Has anybody seen this? ES is in a complete shit show battle. They are, this is what I talk about when I say, the overnight open as a directional instrument also. I talk about the red line being directional when we're out in space, right? The red line directional when we're out in space. But when we're not in space and we're in consolidation mode, the battle is one side or the other of that overnight open. I mean, you can just see the battle. So the ES is stuck. I mean, it is stuck. And that's why when we get around that ES, if we don't immediately, when we get around the overnight open, if we don't immediately rotate away, I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, Jim. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If your motivation to learn this, yeah, exactly, is become a more serious income journey. Exactly. I'm with you, Jim. That's kind of the thing I'm starting to struggle with myself mentally. Is because, I make a good living selling houses. I do. And I have a good team of people that I work with. And that I've assembled into my organization. But Jesus, to keep the beast and the pig and everything flowing, I have to sell, minimum a dozen houses a year, but more like about, 16 to 20 to even make it really financially feasible for me. And there's just a lot of stress in dealing with, 16 to 20 people that you're building them the house. And in a lot of cases, this is stress to them big time. I do like dealing with older customers because they're not stressed. They're just like, Bob, I need this done. Let's do this. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like but the younger ones, man, they get stressed and they get, and they freak out about some of the dumbest stuff. And it just adds stress on me because I'm very, I'm very aware of their situation. And I don't want, them to have a bad experience when building their house. I just don't. I want things to work. I want their service issues to be resolved. I want their construction timelines to be as as obtainable and reachable as possible. And it's a lot. So the stress comes in on me too. Yeah, because I gave them the wrong countertops. I've only had that happen once, ironically, and it wasn't even in the kitchen or the bathroom. It was in the entertainment center of the house. So the factory did go out and replace them. Yeah, exactly, Orville. I'm going to be very patient on these equities, just so everybody knows. Until ES decides to do something. I mean, right now the ES is stuck. I mean, it's still stuck. It's still non-directioned, and it is, it is the pit bull of the market. So it needs to have some clarity. Okay, we may finally start getting some clarity. It needs to have some clarity so everybody else can start moving. I see that, but it meandered too much there. I would be far more interested in it if we crossed over and retested the top of it. On the RTY, sorry, answering the RTY question. Jesus, prior day low. That's not a trade. We walked our way there. It needs to be more deliberate when it's coming from or a crossover, like it was here. Jesus, don't tell me I got stuck. God damn it. Puck. God damn, I hate when I do that. All right. So like we had a crossover retest here. That was beautiful. But when we go to test it, I want it to run there for a rejection. I don't want it to meander there. Now, this is very possible it's going to rotate down, but shit, the ES just went right back into the same mess it just created. Come on, ES, figure out what you're going to do. We're all sitting here waiting for you to do something. Wow, look at this. Look at that in the RTY. Holy crap. All night it was in that zone and it tried to run away. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. So then it created some high boom, boom, boom. Wham, that was nice. All right. Okay, here we go. So what we want, what I want is this to rotate over, come sit on top. I wouldn't mind because we have a crossover right here. See this candle right here? So we have a crossover in the gold line too. I wouldn't mind both happening at the same time and then boom, taking a long here in the RTY. That would be my ideal situation. And I'm so freaking pissed at myself because this fucking thing's stuck. In that mode where it goes to sleep again. I remember I talked about that. It has a tendency to go to sleep after 10 o'clock for a while, and then it'll come back to life. Boy, that RTY is really taking off right now. That is nice. No, it's the way it's the way I moved the screen down. I got the moving line stuck between screens, so I can't grab it and move it. It has nothing to do with the computer. Oh, I wish we'd stop that shit. I wish we'd stop daylight savings time. It's just totally freaking meaningless, retarded, stupid stuff. Just another con created by the government to control your lives. All right, so we're sitting. All right. So, oh shit! God damn it! See, I can't even move the damn thing. Fuck! I can't even move the damn thing unless I move it, left or right, which doesn't do me any good. I don't care about left or right. All right. I'm looking for a long here in the, you guys can't see it because this is why you can see it down here, RTY. Because I got this stupid screen stuck. I'm going to have to restart it. All right. Let's go, RTY. Come on. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. I hope everybody saw this one that I said that I expected to have happen, and it happened. There you go. All right. There you go. Keep going. Keep going, RTY. There you go. Come on, baby. All right, so what I need to do now is look to my left. Well, wow. Man, I'm looking for this thing to go into some uncharted territory. That's a stretch. That is a stretch. Damn it. I didn't realize my target was going to be so far out in the middle of nowhere. That's not good. Shit. Probably going to get stopped out here. I'm watching the ES. Today, the RTY and the ES are now in agreement at this point in time. They're doing the same candles, the same rotations right now. Ever since ES is broken out of its mold, the ES is stuck at the prior day high. It needs to go up. It's trying to. There it goes. There it goes. So we should start going. Come on. Come on. All right. Come on. All right. Come on. Go to target at least. Go to target. Come on. Go to target. It's a lot of noise above it. I might be stretching this one a little too much. Come on. I am still staring at the ES at the same time. Okay, go ES, go. Go, baby. Come on, ES is about to hit some resistance. We are definitely hitting resistance over here in the RTY. I can tell you that right now. We just need one more push. One more push. There you go. Come on, one more push. Farfignugan. Damn it, Bob. Why did you let it do that? God dang, I knew the ES was sitting at resistance. Come on. The ES just found some support. Boy, the ES is moving like lightning over there. The ES just found some support. It's pushing up. Come on. You push up, ES. If you push up, I'll get my target. Push up. There you go. All right. Put my stop there. Let's go. Come on. You can see that major pivot I'm sitting at right there, man. I'm sitting right at a major pivot. I'm just going to take myself out one way or the other. Target or tip. Target or out. Target or out. Target or out. Target or out. Out. Okay. I'm out. That pivot right here is big time. And we went through it by a tick. So, I mean, I knew this was going to be a problem right here. Yep. All right, Jill. Well, hopefully you hit that one right there. Thomas, did you get that one? You got that one? That was the setup I told you. I called it 5 minutes before it happened. Yeah, that was a nice one. That's a nice smooth setup. I like that. The only problem was I didn't realize till after I was in that my targets were too high up for that trade. All right, good job, Thomas. Yeah, my target was too high up for that trade. Damn it. That was, you know. But anyways, I got about as much out of it as I could. And now the ES is back. Now the ES is back to the prior day close again. God dang. Well, you got an inside bar. Well, yeah, you could have had one there on gold. Jim, you must have grabbed that, right? Because you got an inside candle on gold. So you had this inside candle right here inside this one, and then it broke down below and then back up. That should be your Jim's in that one. That should be your signal right there. That inside candle, it pushed below it, and then you take it when it goes through the other side, man. That's it. That's your trade right there. So you're in at like 62.40. I mean, 66.40 would be a pretty decent target. Jim goes for bigger targets, but 66.40 might be a good target. Thomas. Well, I would have at least played it to this rotation here. You know what I mean? At least to that rotation. But it was a good setup, man. I like it. What's going on over here? It was a good setup. Oh, what am I doing here? Trying to get, come on, stop. All right, I got to get this thing out of the way. All right, let's see what's going on here. So I'm up $1,433.90 today. One nice RTY trade, two nice gold trades, and a loss in the ES. Small loss in the ES. Small loss in the ES. But we've seen a couple good ones this morning. That RTY one was beautiful. Just didn't have enough space for it to the long side on that initial push for me to get my full 40 ticks. All right, so the ES is finally looking like, I know I said this before, but then it rejected right back into the overnight open. Looks like it's finally finding a direction. Looks like it might be trying to go long. In today's world, Orville, the world we live in right now, I could not dream up a better instrument to trade than gold. I mean, it is, yeah. In today's world, I could not dream up a better instrument to trade than gold. The liquidity is there. I mean, there's still gaps in the DOM. I mean, there's still gaps in pricing, 2 to 3 ticks. I don't like to trade it if it's more than 3 ticks between the bid and the ask. But, you know, like right now it's sitting at 2 to 3 ticks, you know, and so, but the volume is there that keeps the rotations going, which is nice. That's not always been the case with gold. And that would be one of the reasons I wouldn't trade it in the past. It just didn't have the volume to sustain moves, but it does now. Man, freaking ES. Jesus, what are you doing? Every time the ES gets a gumption, so like right here, boom, back down. Right here, boom, back down. Right here, boom, back down. I mean, every time it gets a gumption that it's going to go a direction, it then just comes right back to the overnight open. It's like, Jesus. It really needs to get out of its way so that the rest of the market will give me some clarity. The YM may have a trade here. Let me look at the YM for a second here. Let me blow this up and get a good look at what we're looking at. All right, so we got a possible 1-minute gold line in the YM back towards the highs. ES is getting supported on top of the overnight open. What are we looking at here? 220, 21, 35. Yeah, there's enough money there to at least get yourself in and protect yourself. I'd prefer it to come back to this red line, given it's 1040. That's my prefer. I'd prefer it to come back here and then rotate up. That is definitely my preference. We're up today, aren't we? Yeah, we're up in the YM too. So I would definitely prefer this to come back here and rotate. That is my ideal situation. I'm going to stay away from it because we're just too late. It's 1040. it's 10:40, so I don't like that setup this early. I mean, this late. I don't like the 1 minute gold line setup this late. NQ. Yeah, it might have, I'm looking at everything else. It might have, something setting up here in the NQ. I'm just trying to keep my head above water here. I got too many instruments doing too many things right now. I would really like this to do what I said. This would be my priority trade right now. Come on, NQ, come down. You haven't confirmed anything. Come on, YM. Move. Did you get that, Jay Weaver? Jay Weave? The short? Did you get that? You know, it's interesting that you bring that up because we had an inside candle right here. And then wham. I mean, that's nice. It's a beautiful setup. I just can't stare at all these charts at the same time. It's like too hard. Good job. Rock on. Dude, I don't know how to load it. I don't know how to load it. You keep telling me about this streamboo.com. I went into it today. It doesn't even say anything about using it on YouTube. It talks about Twitch. Yeah, I'm just frustrated in NQ though. It should have gone. It should have gone to the high in a nice straight line. That's what I'm looking at is NQ. Right now, there's nothing. First of all, you can't take a 1 minute gold line on it because you're going straight into the prior day high and right into the overnight open. We're kind of stuck. I really think the market's trying to go down. And the YM is kind of stuck trying to go long. So I really want it to come here. I want the YM to come here. On the ES, Jill? I'm hoping that ES short works. Because if it does, that'll give me my YM long. I don't know what you're talking about prior day close. The prior day close is right here. You can't be short, or you short to that target. Because that is the prior day close right there. Ah, Jesus. The ES just has to get out of its own way. I'm telling you, it's causing the rest of these to get hung up. Just got to get out of your own way, ES. Do something. Go somewhere. Do something. ES is just frustrating. It's the reason these other instruments are stuck. I mean, it literally is just going zing, 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 zing. The ESs. It's putting too much stress on these instruments, I'm telling you. I'll be right back. I'm out of coffee. Oh, I'm on the NQ. I'm not on the MNQ. And I use the NQ numbers, not the MNQ numbers, because the NQ drives the market, not the MNQ. Yeah, exactly, David. It was not a pattern. It was not a pattern. Definitely not a pattern. I mean, definitely not a pattern. Yeah, the NQ is the driver of the market, not the MNQ. So I wouldn't rely on the MNQ lines, only the MNQ moving averages. All right, I'm going to look at this right here. Do I have anything to worry about over here? I don't think so. if the price points are matching up, yes, that you got the same price points on the contracts, then it's the lines the lines in the NQ are the ones you want to trade. Those are going to be the ones that move the market. I'm looking at that, Jim, right there. I want this, we had a little reset. I'm looking for this to come back here for a long in gold. Jesus, let me shrink this up a little more than that. What the hell? No. God dang it. Would you stop? I have such a hard time moving everything around all the time. Come on, gold. Give me a pullback. Everybody knows if I was in gold right now, it would be giving me a huge pullback. But because I'm not in it, it's going to hang out way up there in the stratosphere. Probably tomorrow, David, when they sit there and announce that they're going to cut the rates and print more, print some more fake money. Just wait for gold to go whing. Because that's the reason it's where it's at right now, because that's what our economy runs off of. Digital fake money printed by the Federal Reserve to fund our broke-ass government, to fight more wars. Yes, it's exciting stuff. They call that the fall of the Roman Empire, for those of you that don't pay attention. We just want to do it faster than the Romans did. When we decided to tell the Romans, hold my beer, we're going to screw this thing up even faster. All right, come on, gold. Come on. Man, that candle was pretty steep there. Now remember, we're still plowing uphill. Okay? Got to remember that. We're still plowing uphill. Okay, we're going to have an inside bar right here, it looks like, in 9 seconds. Are you going to take me long? Come on, go. Come on. Don't do stupid stuff. Don't do stupid stuff. Let's go. Don't do stupid stuff. Keep going. There you go. All right, let's go. Go, 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 go. Back to our pivot. Come on, gold. Come on. There you go. That's a good girl. There you go. Can anybody recognize that the money was lined up to do that? That's the reason it moved like that. So the shark is in the tank. You see that? The shark is in the tank. The shark is helping us make our money. That's why we're here. We're here to play in the ocean with the shark on his back, and he's going to bring us to our money. Hopefully. Come on. Are you going to shortchange me there? Ooh. Come on. Ooh. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh, man. I guess I'm going to get knocked out. No? Oh, boy. Look at that rotation. Holy shit. Gold can do those vicious things like that. I'll put my stop. Oh, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, man. Oh, I'm out. Oh, well. Oh, well. Anyways, the key is, again, to be on the right side of the rotation, to recognize the rotation. There it was. I mean, it was just clear. We had a nice inside candle. Boom, there was your reaction. That's it. You can't ask for much more. It put me in a very easy trade to defend myself. Unbelievable. All right, so what am I looking at here? Give me a second here. Oh, shoot. I got too many things going on here. Hold on. What are we looking at? All right, so the NQ. What happened to the YM? Man. Jesus. See, I don't like that. Step down. Yep. I wanted this thing to go there to there and up. Man, it's a nice move too. Look at that. Jesus, damn it. What a pain in the butt. All right, well, at least it closed below the red line. Now I don't have to worry about it. It's kind of a sticky one because we went so direct from here to here. Like, damn. Anyways, well, it didn't. I don't have to think about it anymore because my next candle closed below it. Ah, shit. See you, Harold. Bing, 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 bing. Yep. There's no longs in the MNQ. Not unless you're trading a static line. There's no longs. You're below the red line. If you're below that red line, there's no longs other than static line longs, and there's no setup for a static line. YM, what YM? Yeah, the YM trade failed to the upside, David. I mean, I got, I think I got squirrely on it anyways, but, because of this pivot from this pivot, the old stair stepping thing. Now, there's a short, but the market's up today, so I don't really like that setup. Man, that ES, so frustrating. Yeah, me too, David. Actually, David, I was going to pull the trigger on that one if that candle had been above. But this is the crap I'm looking at over here. I mean, look at this. Jesus. I don't know if the ES is just hanging out because it knows tomorrow's FOMC day. That's possible, because the ES is literally dog shit today. I mean, just dog shit. It's not doing anything. And because it's not doing anything, I'm telling you, that's what's impacting the rest of these equities, which is what makes gold very approachable, because it doesn't give a rat's. It doesn't give a rat's ass. But gold needs to start doing some rotating. It's kind of getting saucy. I mean, it's been down, so it's heading back to the prior day low, but it's been a battle. Because it's literally a down day in gold. So it's been a battle to try to work its way back up. So even the setups are like, okay, it's good, but are we making any money? Is it worth it? That's why I really would like gold to take a bigger. I would like gold to take a bigger pullback at this time. Honestly, see, we had this candle below this red line. So what I would like to see is gold to come back and hit the red line and catch along here. Something with a little bit more substance to push it. Something with a little more oomph in it. Because the 1 minute gold line is not going to get us there at this time of day, trying to plow uphill. That is Ian. So I'm going to read Ian's comment. He says, definitely have to be a good loser in trading and be able to accept when you're wrong. Easier said than done sometimes. And the number one issue I faced in trading was exactly that. That's the number one issue. Because I got a math mind. So, math 2 + 2 is 4. It doesn't matter how many ways you try to split it, how many lies your government tells you, 2 + 2 is still 4. So, when I'm trading and I'm like, okay, it met that rule, met that rule, met that rule, met that rule, I'm in. And then the trade doesn't work. I'm like, no, it's got to work. It's got to work, and I'm doing stupid stuff to make it work. And then I blow up my accounts. And so what I had to learn, and this is the number one, let me tell you this, Ian, when I started doing what I'm about to tell you, it really really, really helped. When I started telling myself before I enter any trade that I'm only going to be right 50% of the time. Not that I'm right, but that the market's going to work with me and agree with me 50% of the time. It changed my trading. It really did. It's to mentally say to myself, when I enter this trade, it's going to be right 50% of the time. Now, I'm probably right more than 50% of the time. But 50% is what I say going into it. And then second of all, was to then remind myself that my targets need to be bigger than my losses. Otherwise, off of 50%, the math doesn't work. So when I started using this as a probability analysis versus a right and wrong, my mindset changed. You see what I'm saying? When I turned it into a probability analysis versus a right and wrong, it changed everything. It just changed for me mentally. So now I don't get upset when I lose a trade. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I don't get upset. Not my daily goal, Joe, my weekly goal. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Weekly. Yeah. Well, to get the math in, you got to change the math. So because it's still math. So go to probability versus right or wrong. And accept the fact that 50%, when I'm making 50% minimum more than my stop loss when I enter the trade, without the intent of getting a full stop loss, by the way. But and I'm right 50% of the time. Oh, guess what? I'm now making money. And when I started using probability versus ticking boxes, and I have to be right, it changed a lot for me. Changed a lot. It helped me with my trading tremendously. All right, let's look at this YM for a second here, because we may be getting a crossover retest of the red line to the long side. Does everybody see that? And remember, YM is long today. So does everybody see that? So I'm kind of looking for this to come back, settle here, and then maybe catch a long here in the YM. Right now it's hung on top of the 9 EMA, which it may not come down here. So yeah, put your math mind together, Ian, and kind of start absorbing that mentality and see if that helps. I know it did me. And even when I was doing it, like, I didn't have it all rationalized out, but after I've done it for a while, I've realized I realized what I had actually done to myself. I had just taken a math situation and changed it to another math situation. And I'm like, oh, wait, this new math situation works. It's like, anyways, yeah. Well, the 9 EMA in gold is still pushing that sled uphill. So it's obvious they want gold to go long, but it's pushing that sled uphill, man. It is just grinding. That's why I'm waiting. I'm hoping for a big slam down, knowing the sharks got back in the tank to my red line and then wham. And then bust myself, hopefully back to the prior day low. So, I mean, I'm looking for that slam down where they clean out the stops of all the stragglers riding along the ride. Because you know that's what the sharks want to do. They want to clean out the people that are long on this trade, and find a rotation spot, rotate it, and then bring it to where they actually want to bring it, which is back to here. So I'm looking for that bigger swing. But right now the gold is just running, no pun intended, but it's running right up the gold line. The fact that gold keeps walking up, Ryan, the fact that it keeps walking up slowly is the sign of what I'm saying. They want they want to go long. It's oversold in the market's mind. But I'm not going to get in a trade and just kind of meander with the market doing that. I want to be in the I want to partake when I know the sharks have entered the tank. Because if the sharks were in the tank, it would already be at the prior day low, meaning they would have already just run it there. So I want to see it rotate. I want to see it go to my red line, which it has not tested yet. And then I want to take it, and then, because once the sharks enter the tank, it won't be this painful, slow walk that we're doing right now. If they get a chance, or if they even want to partake, I don't know. Right now, they're not doing anything. I don't know where the sharks are. They may have made all their money on the trades we already took and called it a day. So look at this YM here. Huh. Man. So we rotate it through and back down. We've had a nice little candle down. We've even got like a quasi W pattern. Think about this. Let's talk about this. So you went from here to here, up to here, and all this has been lower tops. Everybody see that? Lower tops down. We might have a W pattern right here in front of us. Holy crap. I just noticed that. We literally might have a W pattern. See that? Boom, 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 boom. And all these tops have a lower top. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Prove me right. Prove me right. Prove me right. Come on, YM. There you go. Prove me right. Come on, baby. Now, the main thing is we got to break that pivot. This one right here. Come on. Break that. Come on, go up and break that pivot. Come on. Come on and break that pivot. Come on. Damn it. Oh, come on. Come on. You got it. The sharks are in the tank. There you go. The sharks are in the tank. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. We got to get through this pivot right here. Everybody see that? Clear as the nose on your face. Right there. We got to get through that. That's the pull up for the W. You can see this W. I mean, it's pretty freaking clear. All right, come on. I need you to keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Come on. Man, I need that 9 EMA to move up. Come on. No. Don't pull back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Through that pivot. Let's go. Come on, YM. Come on, baby. Come on. Ah, yes, sirree, Bob.
Dennis out.
There we go, kids. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, kids. Come on. Come on. Come on. W. Yeah, exactly. Come on. See, once we broke this, what I think is going to happen is we're going to possibly come back and test this 9. The problem is I want that 9 to be higher. I need that 9 to start going up. Oh, God dang it. So that 9 is lagging. I don't want to take a loss. Come on, 9. Hold it. There you go. There you go. Push it. Push it, 9. Push it, 9. Push it. Push it. Oh, you dog. Come on, push. Push. Come on. Why are we sitting here picking our teeth? Oh, God. Go, 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 go. Come on. Oh, I'm going to be out. Yep, I'm out. Well, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Man. And again, I know I'm harping on I'm beating on a dead horse, but look at this. So ES was, going as the YM was going, and then it just wrote it. I mean, come on, man. You need to be helping me. Fucking piece of shit. The ES is killing me today. It's just doing nothing. And it's causing this kind of situation. This would have been this is a banger trade. You all saw the entry. The sharks were in the tank. The problem is you can't take it to where the rest of the market's not going anywhere. Fuck. Painful. Absolutely freaking painful. Absolutely freaking painful. Just freaking painful. I mean, I was looking at the ES the whole time going, God dang it. Because it's just being a turd. And it may be, again, because tomorrow's FOMC day, the ES is just literally going to be garbage today. Absolute garbage. I talk to my charts all the time. Horrible. I talk to my charts all the time. That was a beautiful W pattern. Absolutely gorgeous W pattern that just collapsed because the ES just has no direction. Just freaking, yeah, that's exactly, that is where it went, Ian. Yeah. Just ridiculous. Anyways, all right, well, I'm gonna shut this down. I'm going to shut this down for the day. Let me see what my number's at. So 1431 is my number. $14.31. All right, $14.31. I think with the exception of a small loss in the ES, every trade I took, I was on the backs of every trade I took today, I was on the backs of the sharks. So, and that's my objective. My objective is to recognize where the sharks are stacking up and get in with them. That's my whole objective. Find where the sharks are stacked up, get in with them, and hope they take me to the promised land. And if they don't lose money, praying for it. Don't lose a lot of money. So, anyways, I'm excited. It was a good day. I'm probably not going to do a live stream tomorrow. Probably not. I don't know. I'll see tomorrow. But it is FOMC day tomorrow. Even if I do live stream, I'm probably going to trade extremely lightly, if at all, because the ES today is proof. It's a day ahead of time. It's a day ahead of the FOMC, and the ES is literally garbage, absolute garbage. And because it's garbage, nothing else is working. So everybody have a good day. Keep your eyes on gold. Keep your eyes on what the pattern I talked about. See if you can get a big rotation back to the red line. If not, if it meanders its way back to the prior day low, look for it to get itself through, crossover, retest, and go back to the prior day close. That would be beautiful. So anyways, I took one trade yesterday in gold. And later after I shut down this stream, that was where I made all my money yesterday. One trade, boom, $800. So everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Yeah, see you, David.